And I think Mr. Boos is starting, isn't it, by alphabetical order.
Thank you very much. Is this working? Yeah, thank you very much. I don't think I'm going to use my 10 minutes. I just want to give a very brief statement. I've attended a lot of conferences in the past few years, and my background is in STM, Scientific, Technical, Medical Publishing, for the past 15 years, and we started digitizing our content 15 years ago. And at that time, we were very scared that all of us, the Wileys, the Springers, the Elsewheres, we would be out of business pretty soon. We are not. Actually, most of these companies in these 15 years doubled their revenues. So obviously, digital was a good thing to happen. What I'm seeing now in my new function as president of the Frankfurt Book Fair, where I do travel the world and I do meet people from more than 120 countries every year, in Frankfurt and in other places, that might be, when we discuss these issues about digital publishing, about the future of the written word, we tend to think of the finished book and the copyright issue. And maybe we are wrong. Maybe we should think, first of all, of how does storytelling look like in a digital world? What if storytelling is going to change? And our storytelling is still tied very much to the printed book. And also our thinking of copyright is tied to the concept of a copy, which does exist. Probably we have to think more of what's in a way of intellectual property. And if you think intellectual property, we probably have to think not book as we used to think, but we should think book in many different media formats. A book is a film is a computer game, but a computer game can also be a cardboard game. There's music tied to it. In the past few years, we've been talking a lot about enriched content. Yeah? That's what's happening. If you tie a film to a book, yeah, is it still a book or is it a film? What is it? And there are many issues related to this. It's about VAT issues. Again, it's about who owns the intellectual property. Our copyright laws are very different all over the world. And they're very different for music, they're different for books, they are different for computer games. And if we tie all this, if we have a convergence of this media, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen with user-generated content, which is getting more and more important? Yeah? If you see companies like Shanda in China, yeah, whose revenue based entirely on authors, who gives their rights away for free, and only if somebody's interested in this content, then the publisher or the company would buy the copyright, would buy the intellectual property. And if more people are interested, then they would start printing it. You can see similar models with mangas or with content for mobile phones in Japan. So all over the world, different things are happening. So really what we should do is, I think we have to go back and we have to talk to the authors and we have to find out really how they are going to write in the future. And then we have to think how to protect these rights, because this is what we all have to do. We have to protect the right of an author on its content. Thank you very much.